There were rolling hills far away, stretching endlessly into the horizon, their gentle slopes kissed by the golden rays of the sun. The sight was breathtaking, a serene landscape that seemed to whisper ancient tales to those who would listen. People said the hills whispered. They whispered secrets carried by the wind, secrets of old times and forgotten dreams. The gentle rustling of the grass in the breeze was like a soft murmur, a language only the hills could speak. But only a few knew the real secret of the hills. Hidden beneath the layers of mist and mystery, there was a story waiting to be uncovered, a tale of magic and wonder that only the most curious souls could discover. Between the hills, hidden from view, was a magical garden. This garden was not just any garden, it was a place of enchantment, a secret haven where the ordinary world seemed to fade away, leaving behind a realm of pure joy and wonder. It was a garden of giggles. Laughter echoed through the air, a symphony of joy that filled every corner of this whimsical place. The flowers bloomed in vibrant colors, each petal a burst of happiness. Everything in the garden was playful. The plants seemed to have a life of their own, swaying and dancing as if they were part of a grand celebration. The air was filled with the scent of blooming flowers and the sound of cheerful chirping birds. Flowers danced in the breeze, trees told funny jokes. Yes, the trees, they would bend and sway, their branches moving as if they were gesturing while sharing their humorous tales. It was a place where nature itself seemed to be alive with joy. Even the bushes loved to tickle anyone who came near. They would rustle and move, their leaves brushing against visitors, eliciting giggles and laughter. It was impossible to be in this garden and not feel the infectious joy that permeated the air. It was the happiest place on earth. A sanctuary of delight where every moment was filled with laughter and every corner held a new surprise. This magical garden was a testament to the beauty and joy that nature could bring, a hidden gem in the whispering hills. Lily was a curious little girl. She loved to explore. Every day she would wander through her garden, discovering new plants, insects and flowers. Her eyes would light up with wonder at every new discovery. She felt like a little adventurer in her own backyard. One sunny morning, as the golden rays of the sun kissed the petals of the flowers, Lily saw a beautiful butterfly. It was unlike any she had seen before, with wings that shimmered in the sunlight. It had wings of blue and green, sparkling like tiny jewels. The butterfly fluttered away gracefully, and Lily, with her heart full of excitement, chased after it. She giggled as she ran, her feet barely touching the ground.
"Wait, come back!" she called out, her voice echoing through the garden.
She followed the butterfly through the tall grass, her small legs moving as fast as they could. The grass brushed against her legs, but she didn't mind. She was determined to catch up to the butterfly. It led her further and further, down a winding path she had never taken before. The trees grew taller and the garden seemed to transform into a magical forest. Soon, Lily didn't recognize where she was. The familiar sights of her garden were gone, replaced by towering trees and unfamiliar sounds. She felt a twinge of fear, but also a thrill of adventure. Then the butterfly landed on a small bush. The bush rustled gently in the wind, and for a moment everything was still. Lily approached slowly, her eyes wide with curiosity. Just as she reached out, the butterfly took off again, leaving her in awe of its beauty and grace. Lily pushed through the bush, her heart pounding with excitement. She gasped. Before her lay the most magical garden she had ever seen. Flowers of every color bobbed their heads as if they were giggling. Lily could hardly believe her eyes. She leaned in closer and, to her amazement, she heard them. The flowers were laughing, their petals shaking with joy.
Hee hee hee.
Ho, ho, ho!
Lily walked further into the garden, her curiosity leading her deeper into this enchanting place. She came to a big oak tree, its branches stretching out like welcoming arms. The oak tree had a kind face carved into its trunk. It smiled down at Lily, its eyes twinkling with wisdom and warmth. She felt a sense of comfort and belonging.
Why did the Scarecrow win an award?
I don't know. Why?
Because he was outstanding in his field.
Lily giggled, her laughter blending with the symphony of the garden. She felt a lightness in her heart, a joy she had never known before. The garden seemed to come alive with every laugh, every giggle. It was as if the very air was filled with happiness. Lily knew she had found a special place, a place where laughter and magic were intertwined. She promised herself she would return to this garden, to this symphony of laughter.
Hee hee hee, stop it, that tickles.
Lily laughed. The oak tree's joke was very silly, She skipped further into the garden. A bright green bush caught her eye. It had soft, fluffy leaves. Lily reached out to touch them. Suddenly, the bush started to wiggle. The fluffy leaves tickled Lily's hand.
Hey, hee hee, stop it, that tickles.
The bush kept tickling her. Lily giggled and giggled until her tummy hurt. Lily played in the magical garden all day. She listened to more jokes. She danced with the flowers. She even made friends with a little giggling bee. As the sun started to set, Lily knew it was time to go home.
Thank you for the wonderful day.
She waved goodbye to the flowers, the trees, and the ticklish bush. Then she turned and walked back towards the whispering hills. Lily never found the magical garden again, but she never forgot her adventure. She carried the joy of the garden in her heart. Sometimes when she was feeling sad, she would remember the laughing flowers and the tickling bush. Lily knew that the magical garden was still out there. It was a secret place for those who believed in laughter and joy. And Lily believed.